I don't even think people remember my course. Like, they'll be like, what's the name of that course I studied again? Like, for the 50th time, communication and language arts. Hey, what's up, people? It's your girl Oto-Obong. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. Welcome. It's really nice to have you here. And I hope you're not gonna leave without subscribing and turning on the notifications so you won't miss any updates from this channel. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. You won't. So in my last week's video, I got a comment. Last week I was talking about courses. I was talking about how to know the right course to apply for in college or university. I was well aware that a lot of people go to school, like they just go to school because they just want to go to school for the fun of it. Like they don't really care the kind of course they're going for, because especially in this my country, Nigeria, where they feel like whatever you study, you're not gonna do that later on. So everybody decides to go to school just for the experience, so that when they come out they can look for something else to do. But it's much more beneficial, or it's much more benefiting if you go to school with the intent that what you're going to study is what you're going to come out as. So that's why I decided to create that video. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to put the link in the description, and I guess somewhere up here, so you can check it out later, because it's very important for you to make the right decisions even before you get into school. That will help you a long way. So I got a comment on my last week video telling me to make it more practical. So this should bring it back to myself. Like, how was I able to know the right course for me as at that time? Introducing you to this video, how I knew communication and language arts was the course for me. But then before I go straight into this video, I want to give you guys a brief of what my course is about, because like me coming here to tell you, oh hey everybody, I'm studying CLA. What's that? What's CLA? CLA is communication and language arts. And even after I say I study communication and language arts, you're like, what's that? Because I know when I tell people like I study communication and language art, they're like, what's that? Like mass comm. I don't even think people remember my course. Like they'll be like, what's the name of that course I studied again? Like for the 50th time, communication and language arts. You know, it's like a difficult course to remember because it's like not very popular here in Nigeria. I think there are only two universities that study communication arts. Because I know in the University of Uyo it's communication arts, and then in University of Ibadan it's communication and language arts. So like it's not so popular. The most popular one, or the populous one, is mass communication, and there are like two different courses. When we say mass communication, I'm trying to give the difference between both. Mass communication is like talking to a wide range of people. Communication and language art is a lot different from that, because it was designed to train people to develop communication skills, like not just for the mass, not just for everybody, like communication skills with a fellow partner, with an individual, cross-cultural, organizational, interpersonal, professional, mass communication included, and even instructional. It's not just restricted to just communication. Okay, there are also opportunities that provide us with language skills. Okay, I know of a senior at the moment that is combining his communication and language arts degree with European studies, which is French. It just helps us to be like more open and able to interact properly on a daily basis. Now, so why did I choose communication and language arts? It was a tough choice. I'm telling you. I want to use this as a little testimony. Yeah. Growing up, I have always wanted to be a lawyer. Always. Like always. I had always wanted to be a lawyer. Right from childhood. Yep. So when people always ask, what do you want to be in future? Law. I remember even back in the days, my secondary school, I was always doing stupid debates, entering stupid debates or arguments. Lawyers are better than teachers, lawyers are better than farmers, lawyers are better than doctors, lawyers are just the best. Okay, so I have always wanted to be a lawyer. until I found communication and language arts. Before I chose this course, I knew nothing about communication and language arts at all. Like I said before, this course is it's not popular, it's not known, it's not really known at all. It's either law or math com or theater arts. Like those are the three majors if you want to do any arts course in Nigeria. Because like these things were explained to us that oh, aside these courses, there are also other courses you can study. It's when you apply for these courses, you don't get the what they call it, the admission for those courses, and then they probably give you another course. That's when you now be like, oh, so there's a course like this. Like getting into school, and I'm seeing courses like philosophy, EST, like European studies, library and archival studies. What other new courses are there to be? I saw anthropology and archaeology, and I was like, oh. I've never heard of these courses before. So like back in the days, we were not really open to the court, like the number of courses that are there. And if you want to check courses, they plenty. They are very very plenty. So if you restrict yourself at that beginning to the knowledge you already know, you might end up picking the wrong course because the right course can be out there for you, but you don't know it yet. So the very first thing I did was consult society. When I first heard communication and language arts, I was like, okay, okay, okay. I began googling, searching, researching, and anything I don't just like restricting it to Nigeria. One of the major questions I kept on searching about was, is this course only studied in Nigeria? And I saw how like highly esteemed this course is outside the country, and I was like, why? No, I really need to study more on this. I started searching the career opportunities, and I was like, wow, this is so lucrative. The next thing I had to do was to consult myself. Okay, now I have gotten this much information, right? Yeah, I've seen the career opportunities. I've seen every single thing. I know the requirements for school. Do I think I can meet up with this? Do I think I am capable for this? Do I think this is something I want to do? Is this something I'm interested in? Is this something I'm passionate about? Is this something that I understand? Is this something that I see my future in? Because I don't want to be studying a course and come out of the university and I'm not doing anything related to that course in future. Is this something I really wanted to do? And when I even made some of my research, I found out that this course is like you can do anything with your communications degree, any single thing. I was watching some videos on YouTube where it said some people with communication degree are ending up in marketing, some are into some are teachers, some are working in science. So I'm like, how is this possible? Look, there is no. It's time for me to boast about my course. There is no course, or there is no business or field or career path in life that you can go far without communication, because communication is very key. The motto of our department, our class, as Association of Communication and Language Arts Students, is effective communication, greater understanding. Like imagine if this world were all on the same page on stuff, like we're able to communicate. Even like when you want to give advice, all this love advice, that for you to be in a perfect relationship, you need to communicate better with your partner. Don't keep stuff within you. Don't you need communication for every single thing in life? Yeah, I was like, yes, this was what I wanted to go for. But then I didn't want to be so certain, because in as much as it looks so beautiful, it looks so good, all that glitters is not gold. So I needed to consult my creator first, which was the third thing I talked about. Yeah, this was a really tough process for me, and I'll tell you, the God factor really helped me a lot, because I was crazy about being a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer, and then seeing communication and language arts, which I also really liked at that moment. That was the time where I was like, was I going to give up my childhood dreams for something I just found out? Like, I don't know. I was just so confused. I was so confused to the extent that okay, in my second jam, I was changing all of the time. I changed from communication art to law, like after writing the exam, and then later on I was like, no, it's law, it's law, it's law, it's law. I could not rest. I had to go back and change it back to law. And something came again. It's communication and language art too. And then you know that law cutoff mark is high. It's not be that you can't stay in the house again, or because of better go and choose communication language at back, oh, so you will not fail again or something like that. Hey, yeah, let's go and choose communication language arts. Then later something came again. It's law. It's law. I want you to go for it's law. Like your mind will just be playing games on you, and it's so annoying. Like, who's this now? Like, God, if you're saying something, say something. It's law. I was like, okay, fine, law. I changed it back. Do you know how much was you have to just going? The amount of change of course form. It was just like annoying, and I had to change it back to law. Until finally I made up my mind that it was CLA I wanted to go for. Like, I made up my mind. I didn't know if it was God that was speaking or not, because I was so confused. And I just had to change back to CLA. But when I changed back to CLA, the UI portal was closed. So it was law that was registered there. Law was registered on my UI portal, and CLA was registered in JAM portal. I was like, okay, mental wahala like this. I didn't know like what to do anymore. But I was like, just calm down. Just calm. Okay, prepare hard for the exam. Go and write whatever comes out. Just so that that's the one God wants you to do. Alright. And do you know why I would always advise the God factor? I'm going to tell you this little thing that happened to me. When I tried opening up to a friend when I was confused about this whole communication language art law stuff, it was really, really confusing for me. So when I tried to open up to a friend who I felt was a friend, the answer I got, like,
Are you a kid? You should know what you want. Like, why would you not know what you want? You're not a child. Like, you should.
like it's not your fault. It's Coco my fault. When I came to meet you, because as soon as I was sitting there in my house, JJ, you don't talk to me like that. You don't talk to me like that. But that's different with God, because even those problems you feel like are like very, very minute and insignificant, and God does not care about it. When you bring it to His table, like, God, this is it. This is what I'm really going through. God, He's very, very interested because He knows what you're facing already. He just needs you to open up to Him. Okay, and some certain times where you feel like, oh, He's not listening, He's not doing anything about it, He's actually working on your case. Okay, so back to my story. After the whole process, I wrote the me and all. Nothing changed. It was still reflected on my UI portal that it was law. While on my jam, it was CLE that was there. So after everything, me results came out, and I figured out that I didn't meet up to the cutoff mark for law, but I was able to meet up for communication and language arts. And at this point, I didn't know which one was actually taken in for me, which one was already registered for me. So I was so scared. I was like, oh God, you not let all my energy go to waste. You not allow me to stay in the house again. God, please help your daughter. Please, God, please, God, please. I had to go back to the JAM office. Okay, when people were registering for JAM, I was like, nah, I can't find myself in this area. Like, do you know how crowded the place is? I was like, no, God, I can't do this again. Please, just help me, please. I just had to go and meet the jam officials, one of them. I told them that, okay, it's writing law in my UI portal, but in my jam CLA, and then many of my mates were already getting admitted. And I was like, wow, everybody's admitted. Me, my own is still in progress. God, don't do this to me. And I don't know. I just ignored the whole thing. I didn't even go back to check. Yeah, I was just like, I don't mind my own business and doing my thing. So one day, my friend was just came around. She was like, babe, have you checked that stuff? Check it now. I'm like, no, don't check it. It's admission in progress. Just check it. Have faith, check it. And then I checked it and I was like, admitted. So what? CLA, communication and language art. I was like, what? I didn't know that was the course I wanted because I loved both. But then I was like, for this to have happened, and that means this is what God wanted for me. So, like, the God factor is very important. Including God in every area of your life, it's very, very important, because in the end, He will always make a way for you. See, He says that all things work together for good to them that love Him. Okay, he's always going to stand by you. He's always going to help make things work out for you. As long as you make him feel that yes, God, I can't do this on my own. You're the only one I rely on. You're the only one I trust. Right from the beginning of my second jam, I'll tell you it was God, because before I even took the jam, before I commenced, before I started reading, I already put it in God's hand. Because the first time when I felt like I could do it on my own, I saw that I could not do it. No, I could not do it. I could not. So that was the time I had to surrender everything to God. Right from the beginning of my second jam, I just felt like God was in it. God was with me throughout, from my jam to my post UTME, from my post UTME to finally gaining admission. And I told God, like, for the fact that you've been with me right from this moment up until now, I just want you to be with me every step of the way. It doesn't end when you gain admission. It does not end when you gain admission, because you're still going to find, you're still going to face tougher challenges, you're still going to face tougher obstacles in university. Okay, but that relationship you have already built with God is going to help you through it all. I don't want you to love God or start serving God or worshiping God with this main aim that, okay, after he just helps me, God, when you help me pass, I'll worship you for the rest of my life. But then after you pass, you forget that there was someone that helped you. No, no, he will never leave you nor forsake you. So he's always there. Don't ignore someone that is always there for you, someone that is willing to sacrifice for you, and go out to reach out to other people. Oh, you guys should help me. You guys should do this. Bring your problems to people. You just get insulted. Like I was. So this was how the whole choice of coursing was for me, and I hope this video helped you. I hope it blessed you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.